For me, there's a yin and yang in each of us, feminine and masculine strength. And I think often in our society, in our industry, the masculine strength is being celebrated. And that's a painful way to exist, both for women and men. I want people to feel things. You know, I have had male figures in my life who are closed up, and it's painful to watch. You know, as much as what we've suffered as women in the society, we are kind of being given permission to feel more. And that's a very powerful thing. I think the female gaze is important from a female director and also from a male. You can have a female gaze from a male director as well, you know. I think I'm from China, you know. I come from growing up in the Taoist philosophy. That's a very big part of my culture. And the principal belief of Taoism is to find harmony between the yin and the yang. So I find in my films, whether it's a young teenager on the Lakota reservation or a young cowboy or a woman who's lost everything, who is hardened up, or Superman, you know, like the most powerful male figure, I always try to find a way to give them a chance to be in touch with their feminine side. And I think only if we do that, we not only portray our women characters in a way that celebrates feminine strengths, but also allow our male characters to access their softer side. I think that's the true female gaze, whether that come from a female director or a male director.
Have a male superhero cry in this film. Can you tell me a little bit what the thought process was around that?
I got asked similar questions when I had a cowboy cry in my in my second film. And you know, Icarus is a bit of an archetype, you know, that come from the idea of the Ubermensch, the strong man, the Superman. We've seen many different modern interpretations of that. And there has been a desire from the very beginning when I came to read the treatment the Marvel Studios made. This story is what they wrote, because I think there's a desire to look at some of the fundamental principles that this genre is born out of and try to challenge them. I do believe we're at the edge of a revisionist period for this genre. And that desire isn't just coming from the audience, it's from the studios as well. I always imagine the Eternals as soldiers at the beginning. You know, they come to a place on a mission, and then they can't go home. And what happens to all 10 of them? And some of them fall in love with the natives, with a native inhabitant, and want to be a part of them, you know, and understand the beauty of their land. And others doesn't really fit in. I would say a big part of, again, coming from a Buddhist tradition, a Taoist tradition, it's the idea of, I go back to the idea of harmony, you know, because to colonize, to expand, is a masculine act. You know, and we that happens. That's just a part of us as Homo sapiens. We do that to survive. But how can we, while doing that, still find a way to counter that? It's the way how we treat our planet, for example. And yes, we need to advance as a civilization, but how do we counter that? How do we look at the feminine side, the mother side of the equation, and to say we need a balance?